Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Miami's offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Complete in the middle. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the field for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting set.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them it's going to be a long day. Quick strike complete. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. He's going to let it go. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. He lost one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to...
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
On third down, going up top. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Might as well stick with him. Hard running there. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last.
And that pass is caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grab behind the line. It's Dickey. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here comes the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll throw on third down. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes have this offense rolling. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. Oh, what a move! Bringing the heat. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. On second down, just keeps firing. He's got him wide open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's back to throw on second down. Gets rid of it. Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Wants to throw on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Smashes it between the uprights.
That makes the score Miami 28, Georgia.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Snags it down the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every
open runway ahead. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Quarterback will audible. Handoff to the lone back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. The inside handoff. At the 35, he's open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Right back to the well. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Colorado State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Oh, how did he make that move? He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't. Lofts one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they get the extra point with a little bit of adventure off the left upright, but it's good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, big juke to get past. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Kansas. defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And the pass is picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Off the play fake on first down. Got it! Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17?
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game.
He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Now on the option. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just...
Touchdown, Hurricane! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Miami 63.
He'll return it.
17.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here we go, final play of the game right here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of